What we're finding is that what Charlie was fighting, this indoctrination that was taking place on college campuses, these weren't just, liberal professors from the 60s that had been radicalized, right? Like this is actually a foreign government funded operation. And a lot of these left-wing organizations that have been pushing these violent riots, the targeted campaigns, a lot of the people that have associations with these groups that are calling for assassinations of the president, of conservative commentators, and even of, Charlie's family are tied to these organizations. And I guess what I'd like to share today is, so, Glenn, that we were on the show talking about Neville Singham, how he was funding the Party of Socialism and Liberation, coding a lot of the stuff. Comer signed on a letter to the U.S. Treasury to freeze all of his assets. And I just met with Judge Janine, and he's guilty of a FARA violation. I think the Department of Justice is going to be charging him with that. So,
miracle of miracles.
Charlie.
Miracle of miracles. Yeah, we were just talking about this new George Soros information that Ryan Mauro has just released, or is it 1 o'clock Eastern yet? And you're going to be able to get George Soros on RICO charges, something that I've been asking for 15 years, and it's happening. I think, there's just no better name to name Charlie's movie than Turning Point. I mean, we are truly at a turning point, and I couldn't be happier.
I'm glad that everyone is doing what needs to be done, because Charlie ultimately was a freedom fighter, and everything that he was doing, the GOP failed to recognize, and he was able to transcend politics, but then also able to share his message. And so, yes, it's been extremely hard. It's been even harder to see some of the commentary coming out of people that I have to walk by every single day up here on the Hill, and not knowing him and then continuing this rhetoric. But what I will tell you is a lot of them know the truth, and that he was not what they painted him out to be. And I am happy that he has the team in place that's standing with Turning Point, because I know that this organization is going to continue, not just for voter engagement and for youth engagement, but to really help fight back. And I think that there are a lot of very powerful people now that are listening to what needs to be done. And this is the change that we needed.
Anna Paulina Luna, thank you so much. The one thing that's come to me in prayer several times is, these are not enemies of yours, Glenn. These are not enemies of yours. These are enemies of mine. And he will deal with them. We just have to do the next right thing and stand exactly where he asks us to stand. Anna Paulina Luna, thank you so much. More with the Charlie Kirk Show and Mike Lee next.